The place where it happened is at Padugurji. That is the name of the village. Padugurji is now the new hub of the smugglers. They will come, they have now migrated from the GVA exits. They now come to that exit. Padugurji, the first place they felt, they will just stop there and wash their vehicles, clean themselves, become as if it is normal movements or official vehicles and so on. At Padugurji, after paying them for washing their vehicles, helping them to barb and wash and clean, it's like a base now. It's now a smuggler's base. Now, from time to time, they used to drop money. They have been seeing, we have a lot of homework, we did a lot of reports. We collated a lot of information regards to that. It's now the new hub. Most of these youth, they are those going, as the district confirm it, they are those going to Lagos, Port Harcourt, Kano, and other places. So now they are at home. It's the rainy season, and it's coming to an end. It's like the job is over, or about to be over. So they engage them, the smugglers engage them into harassing custom officers. The moment, if you are, that's why the journalism wants an investigative journalist. Those investigative journalists among you should go and find out and dig out, and they will find exactly what I'm telling them, because we did a lot. And this is exactly what our meeting, after meeting with the district heads and the other treasurers and religious leaders, this is what we came up with from the horse's mouth. Once they see a custom person, they will start stoning the custom officer. In that place, if you arrest a vehicle, they will start stoning you en masse. All they are doing is to instigate you. They want you to shoot. Because the new trend in Nigeria, that is in Katsina Command, in Katsina State now, is custom shoot. That is the cap. Shooting, custom shooting. They always provoke you so you will shoot. You can imagine an officer cannot, in no way, an officer, you see an officer discharging his lawful duty, you don't have anything. It's not your business. You are not a smuggler. You didn't bring anything. Just for that, you start stoning custom. On behalf of those who don't even know them, you don't even know their intentions, you don't even know what they're even having inside the vehicles, whether they're having arms, ammunition, whether they're having drugs. You don't know. You are just protecting them blindly. You start stoning custom officers. The custom officers are regimental. This is the regimental service. They were trained on weapon handling. You don't expect you want to kill him and you just be looking at you because you will make a noise. For God's sake. We cannot tell custom not to defend himself while he's under threat. So if you see yourself under threat, even if you're not a law enforcement officer, in ordinary citizens, I'm talking about somebody who is not a custom officer, who is not a law enforcement agent. If you want to kill him, is it just to fold down his arms? It's to protect himself. The same thing with custom officers. It was confirmed that when they saw the custom, they started stoning the customs. And in terms of trying, because they are en masse, there are so many, in terms of when they are trying to escape, so they have to start shooting upstairs so they can be able to scare the people away so they can run away, leaving the vehicles there, because it's not an easy task for them to take the vehicles along. And eventually, they say somebody is coming, and spray bullet reached him, which is very common, because you cannot be able to control bullets on the air, no matter when you're a sharpshooter. That's why we always discourage shooting, unless otherwise. You have no option. Unless, even if you give your story, you have no any other option then to use your firearms. Otherwise, don't use it. You can use it as a deterrent. Let it serve as a deterrent to others. Now, from the real sources, till today we are looking for who did that. We went there. We sent even some of our ex-officers there. The district head went there himself. The village head gave us the testimony how rude the youth were to the customs. That's why now we're even going there to address the issue. In person, I am going there with the district head together. 4 district heads volunteered. Both district of Mani, both district of Mashi, all of them. Even the district, KTTB, the NUJ patron. We'll go there. You know? And we'll invite the area commander, all those, that is the police area commander, all those, and the one you saw here today. We go there. We even invite the SSS. Because we always, like I said, there's a synergy in between we and the other security law enforcement agencies. So this is exactly what happened there. But as a responsible organization, somebody just came, they just told me that somebody came, wounded person, with a police, and they said it was custom. I say, I said, don't ask any question, don't argue. Direct them to the clinic, direct them to the clinic. Let them see what they can do. The clinic now said, to take them to the general hospital. So be it. We took them to the general hospital, we took care of it. From there, they transfer him, say he has a little fracture, so they transfer him to, what do you call it? They transfer him to FCM, Federal Medical Center, FMC. Right now he's there, and since that day he was stable. Even now the district is telling me the people are requesting, please, I should allow them to take him home for local treatment since he's okay. I say depending on what he understands. I mean, if he see that because he's the DRB of Katsina is a health personnel formally. Therefore, I say look at it, if it's in order, no problem. I'll even invite the what do you call it, the area commandant, so that we'll be able to study home and we'll take care of things. This is our primary responsibility, to save at least the lives and property. Remember in Section 8 of Nigerian Customs Service says each custom officer is given a power. The same powers given to police are given to custom officers. So therefore, don't ask me why when I see that, I should not hand him to police. I should, when somebody is bleeding, you don't expect me to allow him, start transfer. The best thing is take care of him immediately. Immediately take care of him. That's why I go to the hospital, I tell them, look at Section 8. Officers have powers of police officers. For the purpose of carrying out or enforcing the provision of the custom and excise laws, all officers shall have the same powers, authorities, and privileges as are given by law to police officers, Section 8. Each custom officer. Therefore, I just bring this to show that don't ask me why I just went straight to the hospital with the patient. I did it because I have the powers to do that by the Federal Government of Nigeria. LFN, Cap 45, 2004, law of the Federation of Nigeria empowers me to do so, and I did it. And thank God we have saved the situation. But it's part of what we are talking about, the false falsification, that is the false information. Still now we are looking for who did it. Still now nobody can exactly tell you from the village this particular vehicle. About 3 sources say it's a new vehicle, new patrol vehicle, which we don't have new patrol vehicle here. The only new patrol vehicle is not even painted. It's my own, the one I'm using officially. Therefore, we are still on it. And we really definitely will not rest until we find out who did it and why. But for the time being, most important thing is the patient has responded and the patient is in order.